Yeah.
Van Glorious, Vanguard.
Knowledge born.
Yeah.
United Front. What you want?
To the Knowledge Radio.
We in here. What you got? Dot.
Work hard as a slave to one day be your savior. The wave unwavering. This is a labor of love. Rise with a purpose every day. Invigorated. If we were on TV, we'd be 10 times syndicated. If we waited for validation, a paycheck or accolades, we'd be starved, already lost or ran away. But when you're square solid and you circle too, you don't need a place for silence. The concept is conquered through media, not areas of people activity. A mix that don't lose ethnicity, tightness that don't lose elasticity. Explicitly, this isn't where we give the novice regard. Nah, this is where knowledge is born. Last time that I checked, I'm undefeated. Deliver edicts, can't resist when the gods build and manifest freedom. When lines get crossed, they may push a loss, cause they get handed a check. We kick your can and cancel your cancerous gestures. A prophet vision, precision, the prescription for the sickness is to inoculate your fate with the winning. Arrogant beginnings turn to humble endings. And US with KBA is a win-win. 1K.
The black woman is God, plain and simple. She's the mother of all Afrikanity, and I'm her companion, her complement, her confidant. Since the beginning, so it will be in eternity. Our ancestors shine through us. Our offspring validate our existence.
No survival without resistance. Akivalon, stand up. Black love, stand up. Every God, every goddess, forever united and unstoppable.
Giving honor to the ancestors, those who came before us. All the wisdom that they show us. They patient cause they know us. When we fussing and we fighting, they manage to enlighten, enhance our insight. So our adder like and writing. Our connection is a titan. Our love is a colossal. Disagreement is a fossil. I am your apostle. Our love is like a journal. Turn the page eternal. Our souls intertwine. The theology of time dictates that we rewind and go back to the beginning when the deities were women. Time to stop pretending that I hate you when I love you, putting other things above you. Don't like that others drug you. Not me, I always dug you. I believe we've been together since the birthing of forever. You work the stormy weather. I'll never do it better than I do it in your presence. You validate my lessons. My God begets blessings. That's why I call her essence.
The black man is God, plain and simple. The world sees your greatness, why can't you? Y'all wanna see the sisters step up and lead this fight? Cause we will, but not without you. You're a warrior, a scientist. I'm your complement, your companion. I only wanna see you on the throne.
So black man, step up. King, step up. Ain't no way we don't rise when we got a black woman that knows she's God. Ebony, yes.
You my girl, I'm your new, you the truth, I'm the proof, no abuse. My masseuse, tie me up and turn me loose. Sebek and Heteru, giving thanks and Neteru. For the king I get in you, no regrets in picking you. Like I said, you're to us all, I remembered who you are. I'm your moon, you're my star, your performance over par. Through the pain and the scars, the shackles and the bars, I fly from here to Mars with my feelings in the jar. If I thought it set you free, I gotta have you next to me. Your intellect vexes me, your conversations ecstasy. You and me is heavenly. Freedom is our legacy. I've yet to see another brother that can touch the best in me. DOK and Ebony, together for eternity. Even when you hurting me, I'm by your side, certainly. Written in the sacred text, from this cycle to the next. I'm the most and you the best. Face to face, we ace the test, huh? See, what y'all don't understand is we were meant to move in harmony. 2 minds, 1 soul. It was written in the ancient scrolls. With the black man as your backbone, how could you fold? Take back what they stole. They broke the mold, but these arms were made to hold. And hold on, we will. Nigga, be still. Bitches, be real. The deal has been sealed, and all who come against get killed.
Man. Hey, we just gonna play like that baby wasn't trying to draw a heart in that sand and it turned out looking like Africa. We just gonna play like that baby didn't draw Africa at the end in the beach.
Right.
Oh man. With that you and me in it. Oh man. Oh man. Come on.
Peace and Black Power family. It's Knowledge Radio. I'm telling you, like my soul has been blessed. Shout out to our queen mother, Dr. Betty Shabazz. Like ever since Dr. Betty Shabazz's weekend, like Gemini season came in strong. Okay,
Come on now.
From the 21st to the 28th, but it was something about the 28th weekend, the weekend of the 28th, where it ushered in a elevation. It was the elevation. It went from conversation to Godversation.
Come on now.
It went from conversation to Godversation, and then thereafter, re-tapping back into that great divine. So we here today to pay homage and ode and hear some jewels from this divine God family that blesses us. So we get the representative of the Nu Afrikan royal God family in the building here today that loved us enough to put their family together and show their family in thought, word, and in deed what we can accomplish in our divinity as a collective of African family if we come together with our family. So we sing entrepreneurship, we sing motivation, we sing elevation, we sing healing, we sing restoration. So restorative justice of the injustice that is the Africans in the diaspora and all over the planet.
Right.
So our brother is here. The God is here to set us back on a path to return to our ancestral roots of being Black by intention and no longer Black by permission. So it becomes my honor and privilege at this time to introduce and present the others. Republic of Nu Africa's own Uhuru Academy, one of the greatest strongholds to loosen the hold of the colonized mind on a new African future. My brother, your brother, the God in the building, Baba Amin Ojiwo.
Man. Peace, born. You know, peace to everybody that's out there. You know, wow, powerful, man, powerful words, brother. I appreciate it. I appreciate your work. I appreciate Do the Knowledge Radio. Of course, I have to appreciate the creator first. Appreciate the creator. I want to express my appreciation and love for divinity, my appreciation and love for our ancestors, without whom we wouldn't be here, the embodiment of creation. Yeah, man, it's an honor. It's an honor and it's a privilege. Anytime you have the opportunity to share, it's an honor and privilege to have those who will want to listen, you know, and I don't take that for granted. Being a teacher, an educator, we don't take for granted those extra opportunities to teach and those extra opportunities to share, because you have to earn those, you know what I'm saying? And especially when those of us who didn't come up teaching in the system, you know, those of us who've been teaching independently, you know, our entire career, you know, to have people extend their ears, their hearts, their minds to you. You don't take that for granted, because you know you had to work for that, and you had to earn that, you know. So I appreciate those kind and powerful words, brother.
If I couldn't tell you to your face, it would do no justice to show up to your transition space, your homegoing, and saying, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
Anything that I'm involved in, I always seek to involve you and your family. Yeah. Anything that I'm connected to that's righteous now. If it's unrighteous, I ain't gonna call it. But if it's righteous, I'm gonna beseech your participation. You know, and I know that we're we're bringing in the summer. We're bringing in the summer. We're ushering in that summer space, and the summer space becomes a place where we're most susceptible and most open.
Mm-hmm.
But we are the less active in regards to our cognitive and spiritual development.
Mm.
We're the most open, so it's like, oh man, we out of there, ain't no more indoctrination. We on summer, they call that a break.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
And the breakthroughs that are happening in these formative months when we're communing with the sun in the most sacred manner, is the spaces for us to be building.
Right.
And we find ourselves at a deficit. If we had to read books all year, we don't want to read no books coming to summertime. Like, come on, I've been reading. You understand what I'm saying? You're like, man, I want to see another book.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So you want to lush and you want to deprogram. But what's the mechanism in which you're,
well,
replacing
like
those
what we're
things?
talking about too, we're shifting the paradigm, shifting the energy. You know what I'm saying? I like to think that that words not only reflect reality but shape reality as well. And I'm, my Black experience, because of the work that we do, and I'm saying this to attract people to the work that we do. My Black experience is different in the sense that I'm surrounded by Black people who are energized for the summer, ready to build upon themselves. I'm getting calls from Africans saying, "Oh, I'm working out." I'm looking at, like, my sister Keontae here at Uhuru Academy SC, and she's traveling and posting videos of herself working out, getting in shape. Well, she's already in shape, but just getting in shape. All about that improvement. You know what I'm saying? My young brother Kyrie Watson down in Arkansas, who's building Uhuru Academy .org. And this brother creating multiple revenue streams for himself and his family. 27 years old, been married for 10 years. You know what I'm saying? And works for himself. An amazing young African. And we calling and meeting every day, because the project he working with me on is just one project that he working on. You know what I'm saying? Like my work puts me in the room, in the presence of incredible Black people doing incredible things, and it's messing with my paradigm. So it's like when I come out here now and teach, I teach from the standpoint of the things that I know we're out here doing that's positive, and I'm telling everybody else to join. It started. Y'all need to join in. Y'all need to join. Don't worry. When you get yourself together, you ain't first. You ain't gonna be by yourself. When you decide to smoke less, drink less, exercise more, you ain't gonna be alone. There's a whole movement of Black folk out here getting it together. And you know what I'm saying?
I do.
I do. Yeah, man. And so that's the perspective that I come from, Born. And that's what I mean by moving with intention, as opposed to just asking permission. We define what Blackness is. We define what being a new African is. We define that. Those words come out of our mouths, right? And so the question to the family out there is, how do you define it? Let's build a world. I live in the world, Born, right now in my immediate circle. I don't take it for granted. And I thank the Creator for it. But I live in the world of Black builders. You know what I'm saying? And when you build it, you don't ask for permission. You ask for forgiveness. Forgive me. I have to build a school because we're losing too many children in the public school system, and the ones that are graduating ain't graduating with the mindset or the skill set to heal what's wrong with our community. So we have to do it. We're going to take responsibility, and we're going to do it. Thus, you end up with an Uhuru Academy. You end up with a Freedom Home Academy, a Nu Afrikan Academy, a Ziax Institute, a Uhuru Academy SC International. You end up with the Marcus Garvey Shule and Nation House, Akabin House. And nobody asks permission. At least they didn't ask permission from outside the community. Of course, we asked the creator. We asked the ancestors. We asked the community around us. You know what I'm saying? I asked people in my immediate vicinity, do you think it's time to start a school? I did ask that. I did go to the community with that, but I didn't go to the city. You know what I'm saying? I ain't go to the school board. You know, I asked the creator. I asked my ancestors. I asked myself. Of course, I asked my wife. And I asked my community. And those were all the yeses that I needed. And I want to tell every Nu Afrikan out there, it's Africans out here that want you to be better, that's rooting for you. You know, a lot of people make posts and they talk to their haters. Like something good will happen to you, and you want to talk to the people that you think don't like you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to hear the news. Born when Russell Simmons called and say, you know what, and came to my senses. Due to knowledge is where the investment's supposed to be. When whoever calls and says that, Born, I want your first post to be to me and to us and the people who ride with you. I don't want the first post to be, haters, what y'all think now? Why are you talking to them?
Right.
Talk to me. I'm the one rooting for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Talk to me. Come on and talk to me when something great happens to you. Talk to the Africans that love you. Stop talking to the people that you think don't love you. You know what I'm saying? That's, to me, that's a part of moving in purpose, moving in intent. Right? So yeah, Born. It's about that paradigm shift, man. It's about that paradigm shift, and that's the essence of what we put in our youth, in our students at the Uhuru Academy, and adults. We define our reality, but that takes work. You got to build it. Shout out to the builders.
So from this decade or more, decade is official. You know, life work is unofficial. You understand what I'm saying? The reconnection from the ground up with our loved ones, with each other in the family.
Right.
How do we revert that process? Because we're doing all of these other things that are detrimental to our family by permission, by permission and by unofficial sanction and acceptance of things and entities outside of us. The restorative step for someone who wanted to plan a family curriculum over the summer, aside from supporting Uhuru Academy or one of these African Centered places, what are some of the steps that you can say from your observation, and from your participation with rebuilding Nu Afrikan family? Like, what's the step? Like, boom, a brother, sister, they're like, hey, we want to start to institute Black love in our family again. You see what I'm saying? We know we sick, so we talking about our children. We talking about the wife, the husband, boom, whatever. You see what I'm saying? Where do we start in that place?
Wow, it varies. It definitely varies based on situation, based on location, based on family structure. There are a lot of variables in that. When you start talking about actually planning and pushing forward to strengthen the bonds in your family, to build a safer home for your children. And when I say safety, I'm not just talking about physical safety. I'm talking about mental safety. I'm talking about spiritual safety, bringing balance into your home. Right? Because what's balanced for me may not be the same balance for you. We're all math equations. But there are some universal values and some universal tools that I believe we can all utilize when improving upon self, right? And one thing, and I want to shout out to two brothers that helped me when I was young, and still help me now, brother Ricky Clark and my brother Will Muhammad in Fort Worth, Texas. Shout out Funky Town. I was taught early on when I first got into this work, there's nothing wrong with us that what's right with us can't fix. Right. And so it's been my philosophy that when I'm changing anything or bringing change or building upon anything, I first have to take inventory of what's out of balance, but I also have to take inventory of what's in balance. I got to take inventory of the problem, but I also have to take inventory of what's right about who we already are right now. And that's what I advise. That's what I would advise any mother, any father, you know what I'm saying? When looking at your family, you know, look at the problems. And a lot of times, especially when we're frustrated, the problems are front and center. Now, sometimes we pay so much attention to the problem, we don't even remember the good stuff. How many of our families split apart, right? And we don't remember that we had fun together until after we split apart and you're not there anymore. We done had the fallout, the whole 9 yards, you know, and that can happen between parent and child, you know, where the disconnect comes, maybe cause baby's transitioning, your child is transitioning, and you're still raising the 5-year-old, and the 5-year-old is 13 now. But you haven't modified your approach, and now you have this 13-year-old asking new questions, and here comes this rift, this communication rift can come into play. You know what I'm saying? It's important, right? It's important throughout the process to remember what's right with your family. We laugh together. We funny. Okay, you got to remember that, because that's going to be a part of the solution. Well, mama hard worker and super creative. You got to remember that. Even when she get the attitude with you, Mr. Man, you know what I'm saying? You got to remember you married this queen for a reason. You got to remember. Those are the times you got to recall that. Right? Queen mother, when he getting on your nerves and not listening like we like to do, you know, you have to remember ain't nothing wrong with us that what's right with us can't fix. So we got to intentionally tap into what's right with us. So if baby is talented, tap into that talent. Right? If Baba's on that knowledge thing, let's tap into that knowledge thing. There's nothing wrong with us that what's right with us can't fix. If the babies are athletic, let's tap into that athletic thing. Right? So you have to be intentional. You also have to be creative. Right? You have to be creative. You know, and see, the issue, part of the issue, born, is that a lot of us work jobs that don't induce creativity. A lot of our youth go to schools that don't encourage critical thinking or creativity. And you spending 8 hours a day at each one of these places 5 days a week. So now the children come out of school at summertime, they got some extra time on their hands. Well, what's coming home? What's coming home is the mentality that's been poured in them for the last 9 months. That's going to be at the house all day. So what do we do with that? What do we do with that energy? My approach to bringing our people into knowledge of self and want to embrace reading and studying our story has always been, like Kwame Ture taught us, right, is to tap into the African that's already in you. Don't approach anybody like you about to make them conscious. What is that? You know what I'm saying? What is that? You don't approach anybody like that. You're already dealing with an African. You're already dealing with somebody who brought over cultural fourways and mores. It's in our cultural DNA. We might call these things something different, but it's still there. Matter of fact, a good hint is if you got on something that folks call ghetto, it's probably African. If you got purple braids, well, that's tribal. That's not ghetto. That we've been colorful for thousands of years. You know, like I say, there's nothing wrong with us that what's right with us can't fix. We got to tap into that. Make sure your children know how intelligent they are. You tell them. Look in the mirror at yourself and work on forgiving yourself for whatever you're disappointed in yourself in. Right? so I hope that's addressing what you're asking. You know what I'm saying? As far as what do we do? How do we approach? It varies for every matter of fact, y'all know the answer. You know what you need to do. You just need to trust in that and apply some universal principles. Look at the positives. Build on the positives. Remember why you're there. And always know you don't have a family just cause you and the queen laid it down. Now, y'all building a family because y'all have a family purpose. What is that purpose? Spend the summer talking about the family purpose. Why are we here? What are our goals? Are we building stores? Are we a sports family, or do we want to own land? What we doing as a family? What's the family purpose? Come up with a family shield. That's a cool activity. Come up with a family shield. Let the babies draw the shield. Put symbols on the shield and talk about what they mean. Let's check our ancestry this summer. Go look at some birth certificates and some death certificates and study your ancestors. Who your people? You know what I'm saying? We coming up on Juneteenth, you know, and the narrative on Juneteenth, now that it's a federal holiday. Now, you know, I've been I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, so you know we've been doing Juneteenth since I was little.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And we used to get clowns. See, I know a lot of y'all acting all Juneteenth, pro Juneteenth now, but about 6 years ago, I was called country, backwards, and late by a whole bunch of people because we was doing Juneteenth. I ain't gonna practice no Juneteenth. Y'all gonna find out last. What y'all celebrating for? Y'all found out last. Right. It's all good. But the thing is, Juneteenth is not really a celebration of ending slavery. It's a celebration of starting freedom. Those aren't the same thing. Freedom is a process. It's not an event. So just because General Granger rolled up, whoever rolled up on you in 1863, whoever rolled up on you, somebody rolled up on you born at 1864, they got the Texas at 1865. Everybody didn't get the news at the same time. They didn't have the internet, right? So it don't matter when they rolled up on you. What matters is what you do next. And that's the story that we have to look at. What did they do next? What happened after that? Juneteenth symbolizes the start of freedom. One of the first Juneteenth celebrations was a group of brothers and sisters in Houston, Texas, who came up with $8,000 in 1872. Y'all know in 1872, $8,000, that's a lot of money. It's 1872 born, and a group of black folks in Houston then came up in 7 years on 8 racks in Texas. Okay, I know some Black Power chapters that don't save $8,000 in 2022.
Right.
Y'all don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me. I'm just saying. I've been in the movement. I've been in y'all city. I'm talking about self too. I know some organizations today can't put $8,000 together. These black folks 7 years up out of slavery in Texas, the biggest slave state. In 7 years, come up with 8,000 and negotiate, because you still got to deal with these folks. Come up with $8,000 and they able to negotiate and buy Emancipation Park, which is the 3rd ward today, to celebrate freedom. But what we gonna do with the freedom? We're gonna buy some land with it. That's moving with intent. Because when we got the news, some people stayed where they was at. Matter of fact, when General Granger pulled up, he said, look here, you free. But I'm gonna tell you what, the United States government suggests that you stay quiet stay at home and do the same work. It's just now they got to pay you. You're going to work for wages. That's what the decree was. It wasn't you free, build a community, build a house. Now you can go wherever you want to go. That ain't what they said. They say you free, but stay on the plantation. Master just got to pay you now. And some people stayed. Some people asked permission to leave. What you think Master said? Some people say, you want to go? I do want to go, but you know, Master been good to us. I'm not gonna leave unless he gonna be okay. You know, some folks say, well, like it or not, he has took care of us. This family has took care of us for decades. Like it or not, we can't just leave him like that. Master on the porch looking stupid. You know, if you stay, I'm gonna treat you right. Ain't that what they tell you before you go vote? You know, if you stay, you know I'm gonna treat you right. What do you need? Extra sugar cane? What do you need? Then you got some black folks that was like, I need to get out of here. That's what I need. I need to walk out that gate. Ain't nothing you can say gonna keep me here. I'm gone. It's dangerous out there. Any place is better than here. I don't care. I'd rather die looking for freedom than to live here enslaved. Ain't nothing you could give me in exchange for my labor after I done worked for you for free. My daddy done work for you for free. My granddaddy done work for you. What you gonna pay me for an hour? That's gonna be fair? No, man. We gotta move with intent, boy. And so in fixing our families, in fixing our internal relationships, right? I draw on that energy, draw on that story so you can understand that anything is possible. You got to humble up, you got to listen, and you got to be open to new things and to change. Freedom was a new experience to someone who had been enslaved all their life. You have to open your mind to that. They got together $8,000 within 7 years, bought Emancipation Park, and celebrated Juneteenth. You got to give it up to them for that. You didn't think, matter of fact, one of the main purposes of Juneteenth was this is where the families need to have the reunion. It wasn't just fun and games. See, y'all thought you just barbecuing, and that's what the enemy saw. They eating watermelon, dancing and singing. No. We being loud because I need mom and them when they on that horse and buggy. I need them to hear where we at. Everybody, come on. I haven't seen my sister was sold when we was 5. So yeah, we gonna do a Juneteenth. They're gonna do one over there. They're gonna do one over there, and it's gonna be one big network. And we might be hopping from one town to another, reuniting. You don't know who you gonna run into. Who your people? We still ask each other that. Who your people?
Still to this day.
Still to this day. Cause we don't know who our people. Man, you might be my people, boy.
Ain't no might.
You know what I'm saying? Who your people? And so Juneteenth was more than just barbecue, you know, and it ain't about ending slavery. These was black folks that was exercising their freedom, because after being enslaved for 300 years, you don't know what freedom is. I read an enslaved African's narrative the other day. He say when white folks came, he worked on a ranch. He was enslaved on a ranch in San Antonio. He say when white folks came and said we was free, everybody shouted. Everybody shouted. Then after a while, though, everybody settled down and started asking, what does that mean? He said, everybody's like, man, I'm finna go. He say some people got up and started leaving instantly because it's like freedom was a city that you had to go to. We got to go find freedom. He say we free. We know it ain't on this ground. We got to go find where freedom is. Man, we still finding freedom. Strengthening your family is finding freedom. When we brothers and sisters been going at each other lately and they act like it's a war going on between a black man and black woman, I don't think that's what's going on. I think we telling each other, saying a bunch of hard truths, a few lies, that sort of thing. But I think we just going through that ugly part to get back together. Because that's finding freedom. There is no freedom if we not working together as a people, if we not working together as families. There is no freedom. At least that's not the freedom I want, Born. The freedom I want is the freedom to build a beautiful community full of beautiful black families that look out for one another, that do business together, that raise their children together, that travel the world together. That's the freedom I want to build. When we say nation building, we're saying freedom building. You have to build it. It took 2,300,000 stones to build the Great Pyramid. Somebody had to put the first rock down there on the ground. And be cool with knowing that they may never see rock number 2,300,000 in that flesh. I try to take that approach with my family, understanding that I have a responsibility to lay a brick in this pyramid. And I have a responsibility to prepare those who come after me to lay their bricks, because I can't build the whole pyramid by myself. So parents with intent, stop trying to say things like, I ain't got no help. I'm doing this by myself. Because you're not. And a lot of times when we end up doing it by ourselves, we spoke that truth into existence and we push help away because we proclaim that we're doing it by ourselves. Sometimes the person you think you want to be helping you ain't helping you. So you decide that you're alone and you push away those who would help you unconditionally. Stop me when I'm wrong. So with intent, we have to recognize I'm not alone because number one, I am my ancestors. I wouldn't be here if someone didn't procreate for me to be here. I'm not alone. When I walk down the street, if you just want to get into semantics, when you walk down the street, you're not alone. We all working together not to bump in each other. Not to step on each other's feet. You didn't do this alone. Somebody chose not to shoot up the party and you were standing right there. They helped you. You just didn't know you got help that night. You're not by yourself. Stop proclaiming that. And if you're in a family unit, you're never alone. You're hardly, when I'm by myself, I ain't by myself. All the cheering I got. Right? And when you think you're alone, that's when you do stuff that you ain't got no business doing. Because you think you by yourself and don't nobody see you or nobody's impacted. And you make a horrible decision as a family man, as a family woman. You make a horrible decision because you telling yourself you by yourself. Nobody understands me. Nobody listens to me. I'm by myself. Then you do something that hurts everybody. So we got to take that. We got to move with intent, saying, no, I can't do this by myself. And I'm not doing this by myself. And then the community got to get engaged. See, because when you say that, then you're going to make sure somebody else ain't alone. That's how we get back to, little Jimmy, where your mom and them at? Well, you know you ain't supposed to be over there throwing rocks at that light. You're going on to the house. Tell Uncle Baba sent you. Go on back to the house. Don't throw rocks at that light. It starts here. So, Boy, you know you ain't supposed to invite me.
Hey, yeah, I sure am. We was overdue, We was overdue. we're definitely overdue. I
Yeah,
want to
man.
talk about Uhuru Academy, the summer programs, all of
Right.
the things, because you
Right.
never stop. You look, y'all be calling me the hardest working. You understand what I'm saying? Like, look, y'all ain't never stop. Y'all might take a little break. Y'all might go.
Yeah.
Huh. All
Yeah,
right, we
man.
back
We've
to
learned how
it.
to
Y'all might.
rest, man.
Huh.
I've been learning how to rest. I've been learning
That's it.
how to rest, man, because I have to take care of my body. And I thank the creator for our move out here to South Carolina, and I'm able to drink water out this well, you know what I'm saying, where we at, and get in these trees and breathe this air, and I've learned how to rest, man, but we still working hard though. That just means I gotta work in strong bursts. So when I do work, it gotta, bust the floodgates open. But man, I'm real energized about what's going on at the Uhuru Academy right now. We do have the summer program that's going to start on July the 11th, right? Monday, July the 11th. I'm going to be putting some information about that out real soon. But those of you who are in the know, I like doing shows like this, Born, because I know whoever's listening and watching, this is for you. This is the program for your children. You know what I'm saying? But I'm excited. I'm energized because we are partnering with Dr. Oya Mayat's conscious ingenuity curriculum this summer. And actually, with the STEM component of the summer program, our students are going to be receiving a STEM kit at their house in the mail, right? With different engineering projects that they can work on, that they will be working on as a part of the summer program. So we have a special African Centered Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Math focus with our summer school this year. We also going to be doing our African history curriculum, and that's just what we do. That's a staple with the Uhuru Academy. By the end of the school year this year, Born, our students could answer easily around 100 Black history questions off the top of their head. You know what I'm saying? And it's a sight to see. But we'll be doing that, of course, along with the STEM, and we're doing academic enhancement too. So we work on math skills, we work on reading skills as well. We do academic assessments, see where the skill levels are, recommendations on what they need to work on, and we have fun, man. We play games virtually, and we do our thing, So the summer program is going to be off the chain, and we're taking them from age 6 all the way up to age 17 this year. You know what I'm saying? And I'm actually about to modify. That's part of my work today, boy. I'm modifying the site because it's some new info dropping, And so the site there, the flyer that's on that page, we were going to do a camp in June, a camp in July, a camp in August. I decided to fall back a little bit, right? And then just work on like what we have right here for July. Okay. And so we're gonna do a high quality camp in July. And if that works great, we may come back and do it again in August. But what we're adding to and enhancing. So I'm like, man, let's shoot for July, have a real strong camp. And then let's see where we go from there, y'all. And just to let y'all know, Dr. Oya Mayat, PhD, Morgan State University, engineering professor, behind our STEM curriculum. You can't beat that with a bat. Other people that on our team. He's Dr. Bomani Ajamu, our vision development specialist. We have I call her Dr. because she just earned a double doctorate. Kamaria Ajamu from Yale, who's also on our curriculum development staff. She's putting some great career exploration stuff together for the youth. My biological sister, Dr. Stacy Parker, curriculum specialist as well. Like, it's not just Baba Amin and Mama and Koyo. We do not do this alone. When I tell you we have some powerhouse educators surrounding us right now, man, and so this is the summer program to get with. And again, like I say, I'm updating this information. So if it looks repetitive, that's because Baba's working on the way. I'm my own website developer and editor. You know what I'm saying? And so so the tuition is not going to be what you see right there, born at $20 a day. Well, if there is a $20 a day tuition, if you want to do just the STEM or you want to do just the Black history. But if you want to come from that 9 to 1, that full 4 hours, 5 days a week, you want to put your babies in there to get that transformation going, it's just $60 a day. Right. And so, man, I'm energized by it. And we have payment plan options too. So y'all just got to just holler at your brother, right? But when I tell you this is a transformative investment, they getting the technology, they're getting the power of the past, right? And the power of the future in one camp, and delivered in a way that is not delivered anywhere else. So, boom. You know, but I can show you better than I can tell you. Y'all hit me up and set up a meeting. But you know, and that's Uhuru Academy, you know. But what I'm really excited about is our Operation Reconnect, our adult education program. That's evolving and growing. You know, we've been graduating adults since 2011, born, you know, and that program is ready to scale up. That program is ready to receive hundreds of students at once, right? And we want to do a big push for our adult education program, man, because our focus is not primarily your academic development, but your vision development and your planning skills. With Operation Reconnect, it's about your plan. A lot of us, we spend so much time dreaming that we don't even feel the practicality of planning, right? We run from the practicality of what do I do first? Some of us get so addicted to the dream that you don't want to wake up. So I want to walk around dreaming about being in the NBA until I have to admit that I'm not going. Right? Don't sit me down and talk about a plan to get there. That ruins the dream. But in Operation Reconnect, we teach you to plan. We give you the opportunity to plan, explore different careers, entrepreneurship, personal and spiritual development. What's your plan? What are you going to do now that you've graduated from high school? It's not about the piece of paper. It's about what you're going to do after you get it. The piece of paper is just a token that'll get you to the next level of attaining education. And right now, today, though, even today, you can go online and get an education. Matter of fact, in many industries now, it's more about, especially if you're going into technology, it's more about certifications than college diplomas, than college degrees. We can show you how to get there. We can show you which certifications are best for you, which trades are best for you, which industries are best for you. We can help you figure that out for yourself. That's what we specialize in. And somebody might be saying, well, how's this Black power talk? What you mean? You can't scream Black power if you don't empower Black people. I'd rather say empower Black people than Black power. Because how you going to have one without the other? So you can come to Operation Reconnect, earn your high school diploma. All right, I didn't say GED. I said earn your high school diploma, graduate with a plan. Earn your accredited high school diploma. And let me tell you, because I don't try to be slick like everybody else. Accredited. The government does not accredit high schools. Okay? Accreditations come from privately run accrediting organizations. We're accredited by the National Black Independent School Organization. And we're working on building an accreditation agency, expanding that. So we can have our own checks and balances within the Afrikan Centered School system. Right? And so, yeah, man, it's a lot going on. But Operation Reconnect, get your high school diploma, you can go to college, get that job that you was looking for, go get that certification, whatever it is. Some people do it just for the confidence, just because they didn't do it. Some people are already into their careers and say, man, I didn't accomplish this. I want to accomplish this. Come on. We welcome you too. Some of you got a 16 or 17-year-old in school just ain't working out. Public school ain't working out. They got to go to summer school. In some states, you got to pay for summer school. They got to go to summer school. But you know it. You looking at your child, they done checked out. They done checked out. We want to help you get to the bottom of why that is. And then we want to give you an option. Born. I tell parents in a heartbeat, withdraw them and homeschool them to their diploma. Especially if you're in a state like Texas. In Texas, this government doesn't regulate high school diplomas. Homeschooling is protected better in Texas than anywhere else. When that baby check out, check them out. And let's figure something else out for them. Some of them just ready to get on with their life. Some of them just ready to figure out what they're going to do next. Whether it's going to the junior college to become a dental hygienist or whatever. Some of them just need to figure out what they're going to do next. They over it. They over running in the halls. They over dealing with all them teachers that ain't interested in them. They over all that. They over the metal detectors. They done with all of that. They ready to figure out what's next. We want those students. Let's cut through the fluff. Let's put a plan for success together and let's push it. And that's Operation Reconnect, Born. That program, when we scale that up as a community, we should be graduating our own children. Period. If the school system drop them out, we need to pick them up and put them in our system. Everybody out here got a purpose. We talk about our children and how they turning on us. We're turning on them.
That's right.
We're turning on them. When them folks down there who they know don't care about them told you that they were failures, you believe them. And you didn't figure out something else for your child to do. You didn't figure out something else that we could put in place as a community for our children to do in order to attain success. Churches took all that faith-based money and then started no high school diploma program. Every time I pass a church with a big activity center, I'm like, man, we could really be empowering the community in there. When I pass a NOI mosque, we could be empowering the community in there. When I talk to my RBG brethren, we need a safe space where we can empower the community. New Black Panther, safe space to empower the community. Y'all, we can get on here and spit our philosophies all day long. But where is your flag planted inside of the Nu Afrikan community? Where is your flag planted? The education is needed, yes. The training is needed, yes. The study, Bible study, all that is needed. But land is needed. Safe spaces are needed that reflect what you believe in. The hood's still for sale. Last I checked, the Black community is still for sale. They still selling property. Come on, man. We got to move with intent. You ain't got to ask permission. The kind of racism I got to see, Born, if I experience white folks stopping me from doing something, I want them to actually stop me from doing something. Right. In the physical, not in my head. I want them to come out and say, look here, you're not going to build anything in your own community. They got to come out and tell me that. Until then, we keep moving. Look here, you ain't building no schools, no empowerment schools. I'm walking to the gate. I'm not looking out at the gate talking about, shoot, they're going to stop you if you go over there, so why go over there? Nah, we going over there. We making a move. Juneteenth, about folks who decide to make a move. Let's not front like it wasn't no brothers and sisters back then. A white boy looked up and said, so I heard they have that old Juneteenth. You going over there? Oh, mouse, I don't, boss, I don't mess around them niggas. You know the folks that did that.
Right. Still doing it right now.
Still doing it. See, that's why I like you. You one of the good ones. You're a credit to your race. Come on, man. Move with intent. We ain't asking permission. It's 2022. And what if COVID didn't teach you nothing is that you're gonna die anyway.
Right.
Might as well move with intent. Something might be in the air right now that'll make you sick. Evidently, we out here wearing masks. The hell, the sky can kill you, evidently. You know? So it's 2022, man. Let's move with intent. Let's move with purpose. That's all I'm saying. You know, and I think that's gonna be the key in healing our families. That's gonna be the key in embracing and strengthening our children. They want to see us, man. It didn't work out over there. Okay, yeah, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. All right, don't worry. I'm about to put you in the Uhuru Academy. Or don't worry, the church got a program. We're gonna figure out a trade for you. What is it that you want to do? You want to? You. I know you're into this rap thing. Well, you know they got an RBG's got a studio in the community. All you got to do is show that you're working towards some sort of trade, and you can get free studio time. You know, that's all you got to do. For real, yeah, they'll do your whole album. You do now. They say you can't kill no black people on the record. You know, you can talk about it. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about as long as it's true. But you can't be a fake gangster at the RBG studio. You can't dry snitch at the RBG studio. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't kill, don't degrade women. You know what I'm saying? You want to tell a real gangster story, got to be a real story. But you can go down there for free. They got you. They teaching them how to shoot music videos down there. They building their own social media platforms down there at the Moores, because the Moors be smart down at the Moores Science Center. They got the cyber security certifications going on down there. They teaching herbal medicine at the E-Lay. You know, you go down to the E-Lay and learn how to use them herbs and make tonics and tinctures and stuff like that. You can go get your certification. You mean white folks let them certify it? No, we print our own certifications out with our ink. My printer print out certificates. Those certificates don't mean nothing. Why? They mean whatever we decide they mean. And if we turning out the best to ever do something, everybody gonna want our certificate. Your work validates your certification. Man, y'all better go on quit messing with Baba Amin today.
Final thoughts, Bob. Final thoughts.
Huh?
That's the final thoughts, acknowledgement, shout outs. One more strong Nu Afrikan call to action for African restoration.
So Nu Afrikan call to action, y'all. Wow. There's quite a few things going on. Number one, support the Uhuru Academy. All right. We develop scholarships. We're paying our teachers. We're investing. We're growing. If you want to be a part of that growth, you can cash app us at $ Uhuru Academy, or you can go to uhuruacademy.com/donate, and you can donate to the school and to the cause. Check out our summer program and get enrolled. Anybody you know that don't have a high school diploma that's looking to get one, and to get in touch with us directly. All right. Also want to shout out to Juneteenth, my boy Juneteenth Jamal, man. The Juneteenth Freedom Fest is going down in Columbia, South Carolina this weekend. And I have the honor of speaking on Sunday. But the Uhuru Academy, we also have a booth at the event. It's going to be at Benedict College and at their stadium, Charles Johnson Stadium. You know what I'm saying? So definitely come out and support us if you're in the Columbia area. So definitely want to do that. And I want to shout out to the whole team with that Juneteenth celebration. So we got that going on as well. What else? You know what I'm saying? Support your local black businesses this summer. Keep your children engaged this summer. What are you studying? Make sure you're studying. Make sure you're reading. Make sure you're treating yourself right. Got to give that call to action as well. Work on your spiritual health as well. Look, we all struggle. We all in it. You know, trust me, my children ain't building a pyramid in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? We up here trying to figure it out too. All right. So so let's figure this thing out, you know what I'm saying, together. All right. But I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate everybody's love. I appreciate the love you continue to give us, Born. And y'all, let's just keep pushing. Let's keep working. Oh, and your brother turned 50 this weekend too. So I'm hitting the big 5-0 on Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So if you're in the Columbia area, Born, you got to come on down, man.
I'm there.
All right, man. Come holler at me this weekend, man. We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna have a good time. And just express some gratitude for life.
Bob, it's always an honor and privilege and a pleasure.
Yes, sir.
But when the Nu Afrikan Royal God family come through here and remind us of our dividend, you know, there's not too many of us out there that are on the celebration side solely, you know. They line up for the detriment side, but the celebration side, the restoration.
Right. This is our fight for detriment. You know, I can't stand with you and fight you. I gotta stand opposite you to fight you. That's how I look at it.
Right. That's real.
Let's fight it.
Love the yeah, love to that Nu Afrikan royal bloodline. That is you, and that is Uhuru Academy.
I say. And invest in our youth, y'all. And I hadn't been talking on it a lot, you know, about what's going on, you know, in the streets and what's going on, you know what I'm saying, out here, you know, but I keep my ear to the street. Y'all, we need to invest in our youth, you know, and y'all, there's gonna be some announcements coming soon, man. I've been blessed to talk to some pretty heavy brothers and powerful brothers that's ready to get out in these streets, man, and get a little mud on our clothes and grab these young warriors out here and do some redirection, you know what I'm saying? But invest in our youth, y'all. Don't let these people define our children as monsters. Okay, but you know, black youth have an image problem. Let's get out here and grab these babies and pull them out of this trap. Let's quit watching and let's pull them out of this trap and build safe spaces around them. So that's it. That's what I got.
Social media,
Instagram at Baba Amin, Facebook at Baba Amin Ojuok, and at the Baba Amin. YouTube, I got to get it together, but go follow the Uhuru Academy YouTube channel. I'm about to revamp it. I'm at 668 subscribers because, you know, I don't push it, right? But let me go and get to 1,000 so YouTube can say, yeah, we want to see some money. So let's go to the Uhuru Academy YouTube and log on to that, you know, subscribe to that as well. But yeah, Instagram at Baba Amin. Y'all check my reels out. I just put out my latest podcast, In a Minute with Baba Amin. I did the Juneteenth episode, 60 seconds, the 60-second lecture. I know y'all be like, he talked too much. He showed long-winded. I have mastered the art of the 60-second lecture, though. You know what I'm saying? So if you don't like these long-winded talks, I got about 6 episodes of In a Minute with Baba Amin that you can get out there and check out. And it's on it should be on all the platforms too, all the podcasting platforms as well. Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so check that out. But if we on Facebook, Instagram, check out the reels. And I think y'all enjoy those.
He say, she say.
He say, she say. Man, be on the lookout for that again. We just had an episode, so you could go to my Facebook and check out our latest episode, which was a few days ago. We had a lot of fun, man. We had a lot, man. We had so much fun doing He Say, She Say. Y'all don't know what that do for me and Mama and Koyo, just to be able to hang out and laugh like that and talk. But y'all gonna go check out He Say, She Say. Whenever we do another episode, we're gonna let everybody know. Probably won't be this weekend, but weekend after next, I think we'll be swinging it back around. You know what I'm saying? So definitely check that out. Also, UASCinternational.com is our campus program here in South Carolina. Shout out to the Washingtons. They are about to embark on their summer program here on campus. So those of you in the Columbia area, we have a dynamite summer program about to happen at UASC International. And if you're interested in enrolling for the fall, y'all got to get to UASCinternational.com now. All right, and definitely get on that list, because I believe they may already have a waiting list, but I don't think so. Maybe some slots open. Do that. Same with Uhuru Academy Online. We ended the year with about 50 students. We're looking to go up to 100 students this year. All right, so space is limited. Okay, so space is limited. Yeah, the UASC International Learning Center. You definitely want to go and check that out. I'm a managing consultant, but I'm also the Black Studies Director. Wow. At UASC International, and 3 of my children attend that school as well. And when I tell you that team right there, from Iakiante to Yeye to Lashea to Dr. Adesanya, who has over 40 years experience in independent Black education. Matter of fact, he developed a program called Afrikan Centered STEM, STEM, that we've instituted on the campus here that is out of this world. And I tell you, my children come home teaching me stuff. I'm like, man, what y'all do today? Right? So our children out here farming, they out here dissecting sheep hearts, they're in the kitchen, but they not just learning how to cook, they're learning the vitamins and minerals that go into everything that they eat. Oh man, when I tell you it's powerful, it's powerful. They're learning self-defense. I mean, oh man, I can't say enough about UASC International, all right, Learning Center. So if you're in the Columbia area, matter of fact, if you ain't in Columbia, when we scale this up, you might want to move. You might want to move here just to go to this school. You know what I'm saying? So this is a powerful program. These are not children posing for pictures. These are children who are actively learning. These are all action shots. Archery teams, science fairs. Oh man, yeah. And go be a UASC sustaining star. All right. And the USC sustaining stars are the people who pledge a monthly pledge to the UASC Learning Center. And anyone can be a star. All right. So definitely go in there and check it out. And you can get on that Francis Cress Wilson level, or that John Henry Clark level, or that Harriet Tubman level. You know what I'm saying? Go and do that. You know, go on, elder. You need to do something with that retirement money. All my retired Black Power professors. go on, put a little bit. You on that land, you ain't doing nothing but paying taxes now. Go on, put a little bit in a sustaining star. Become a sustaining star. You're investing in this school, you're investing in our children. We're not building these programs just so they can sit in one place. We're building these programs so we can take this model and put this model in as many communities around the world that we can. But we can't do that without support. All right. Appreciate it, boy. You let me go over a little bit then.
Hey, you know, if I don't do anything else, you're going to promote everything you got going on before you leave. You understand what I'm saying? We got 2 facets of this program, and as we approach 3,000 episodes in August, we celebrate 7 years. We celebrate 3,000 episodes. The function of this platform, the function of Digging Knowledge Radio over the years has been to celebrate Africans, known and unknown, seen and unseen, heard and unheard. I like in the space of love, in the space of reverence.
I say,
you know, so like you, I love my job. Every time I click this thing on, I'm celebrating some African. You understand what I'm saying?
You better talk on it.
So that's really the push, and to know that there is a beautiful family that's out here that's reinstituting self-awareness, self-pride, and the acquisition and practical application of a culture and a people forgotten. We remember it, you know. So, you know, anytime I got a space, anytime I hear something, somebody say something about something, I'll be like, hey, can you and mom come? Are y'all available for? You understand what I'm saying? So this is one of the many places where y'all are always welcome. Forever.
Yeah, thanks. Well, I pray I did that. I pray I did the hour justice, born.
Hey. You could have did it in 60 seconds. You understand what I'm saying?
You already know.
I see
minute, Baba Amin. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In a minute, you know.
In a minute.
So I'm getting there, man. I'm working
All right,
on
Bob,
it.
I
I
see you on
appreciate you,
Saturday.
bro. I appreciate the opportunity. I needed to get that off. So I
Right.
appreciate the opportunity, brother.
Hey, great God minds think alike. You know what I'm saying? It's Gemini season. So, you know, the Gemini
it's
season,
Gemini
Jimmy.
season. Man, when is yours? When's your
Mine was on the 2nd.
Okay. Happy belated, brother. Belated
Yeah,
soul
we
return.
was
man.
getting busy. Y'all was in a meeting. I was trying to get a little cameo.
That's right, man. I couldn't shake loose for nothing.
Hey, wasn't supposed to. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
man. I couldn't shake loose for nothing that day.
You know,
man.
sometimes I learn how to celebrate from y'all. So sometimes I get a little unruly. You know what I'm saying? And on the 2nd of June, I get a little unruly. It's like, I don't know who that knowledge guy is. He wasn't here on his birthday. Vaughn was out here tipsy.
Well, you know, I've been known to cut a couple of rugs myself, man. So
Right.
hey,
For real.
you know, Baba Amin one person, but the DOK somebody else.
Yeah, okay. Hey, okay.
Yeah, man. So
All right,
no,
brother.
man, I appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, we out of here.
All right, man.
No, we didn't check then. Swear to God, we finna get all this money. Watch what I tell you.
Touch my eleke. You may think they pretty, but to me it's not for play. Power in my jewelry, clear the scene like an AK. Full body protection, looking clean every day they so. Hey, don't touch my eleke. You may think they pretty, but to me it's not for play. Power in my jewelry, clear the scene like an AK. Full body protection, looking clean. And I say I shit. I gotta say I shit. I shit. And I say I shit. Elegba, Oshun, and Obatala. And I say I shit. Mokio, I shit. And I say I shit. And Oya, and Shango, and Yemoja. I got it, currency in my pocket, nature around my neck, front and center I rock it. Never tuck them, so folk wanna touch them, they need to stop it. Trying to find them on lines like mine, you never cop it. My eleke is living, reason why I be winning. Jealous of my position, but I'm just at the beginning. Demonizing the forces, no intercourses I'm giving. Christians feel like I'm sinning the way the heavens be bending for me. I'm in the flow, I get the dough, I'm giving more, it's reciprocal. Every dose could be poison or be medicinal. Truth is blatant to those who know what to listen for. A treasure chest in every mic check. Steady in the altitude and we ain't on the flight check. Calling me the champion, I ain't even won the fight yet. Moochers sticking to us for that juju that they might get. Hey, don't touch my eleke. You may think they pretty, but to me it's not for play. Power in my jewelry, clear the scene like an AK. Full body protection, looking clean every day they so. Hey, don't touch my eleke. You may think they pretty, but to me it's not for play. Power in my jewelry, clear the scene like an AK. Full body protection, looking clean. And I say I shit. Somebody say I shit. I shit. And I say I shit. Hey, Gongo, Babaluaye, and Ita. And I say I shit. Mokio. I shit. And I say I shit. Ochosi, Ogun, and Orumila.
I got them holy beads around my neck. Them sacred guides on deck. Yep, it gets protection all around. Kosi Wahala, big blessings abound. I'm open to receive all the things this universe has laid at my feet, and I'm walking yellow brick road and laid with gold. Oh yeah, I get it from my mama, she reigning on her throne. La de Koju, Oriye Oshun, hell sea water goddess, keep that blade and some honey. Lord, she just keep going, hard to stop when she gets started. A river flowing, anointed from head to toe, baptized. Got Orisha by my side, and my eagle all around. Ain't nothing stopping me now, full force on them, full glow on them. Spirit realm said go, so I move for them, a walking altar.
And I say I shit. I shit. And I say I shit. And I say I shit. I shit. And I say I shit. And I say I shit. I shit. And I say I shit. think they pretty, but to me it's not for play. Power in my jewelry, clear the scene like an AK. Full body protection, looking clean every day they so. Hey, don't touch my elake. You may think they pretty, but to me it's not for play. Power in my jewelry, clear the scene like an AK. Full body protection, looking clean.
Yeah, see what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Woo! You done hit him, Baba. 10, 2, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. God. 20. Good day. Who this messing my count up? Alive for you, bruh. I told you we was gonna hit. Yeah. Shoot, I'm counting me and Baba out right now. I'm waiting on Sunday to come out, hit her. We good. She finding out right now. We checking in. Hold on. Good. About to hit him again.